Hello bookish friends, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Drew and this is Drew's Ambitious Reading, and for today's video I am here to do my most anticipated reads for the month of May. So I know by the time I'm filming this it is Wednesday, May 22nd, so it's almost the end of the month, but I thought it will still be fun to share some of those most anticipated reads that I have. Some of them I already have just because we are halfway through the month, and some of them I don't have, so I'll be using my paper that I have here that is printed out with all the summaries on it. I might do summaries for all of them or not. Some of these are popular on Book Talk right now, so I won't be doing summaries for those, but other books that are not popular, I will read the summary. So starting out with our first book on this list, I'm gonna put my AirPods here, that way they don't make noise. Anyways, the first book on my list that already came out, it came out on May 14th, and that is The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. This is Christina Lauren's newest adult contemporary romance novel. This is a standalone, and it's another like beach read, and I got it from Book of the Month. And so this says, Christina Lauren returns with a delicious new romance between the button-up hair of grocery chain and a free-spirited artist as they fake their relationship in order to receive a massive inheritance. Anna Green thought she was marrying Liam Weston for access to subsidized family housing while at UCLA. She also thought she signed divorce papers when the graduation caps were tossed and they both went on their merry ways. 3 years later, Anna is a striving artist living paycheck to paycheck, while Liam is a Stanford professor. He may be one of the 4 heirs to the Weston Foods Clementine, but he has little interest in working for the heartless corporation his family built from the ground up. So it's supposed to be fake dating, and I absolutely love fake dating, so I cannot wait to see what this one is. Normally, Christina Lauren's are a 4 stars or a 5-star read for me. I've only had one book that was a 3-star read for me, so I'm hoping this is a 5-star read. If not, I'm gonna be really sad. The next book I have is not out yet, so I'll have to put pictures in, and that, or it's actually out, but I don't own it yet, is When Among Crows by Veronica Roth. This is the same author who brought us Divergent, and this one says, step into a city where monsters feast on humans' emotions, night splits their souls to make their weapons, and witches always take more than they give. Pain is Dimitri's calling, to slay the monsters he's been raised to kill. He had to split his soul in half to make a sword from his own spine. Every time he draws it, he gets blood on his hands. So this is a adult fantasy standalone novel, and it's a novella, I believe, as well. Another one that came out on May 14th was The Honey Witch by Sydney J. Shields. This is another adult fantasy standalone novel. It says, the Honey Witch of Innocent Free can never find true love. That is her curse to bear. But when a young woman who doesn't believe in magic arrives on her island, sparks fly in delicious, sweet debut novel of magic, hope, and love overcoming all. Like, this sounds so good. So that comes out, and that's already out. Another one that's already out is actually came out yesterday, is Attach at the Hips by Christina Lauren. This is, or not Christina Lauren, wow. Attach at the Hip by Christine Riccio, who's a booktuber here on YouTube. And this is a YA contemporary standalone novel. This is Survivor Meets The Bachelor in Attach at the Hip, an irresistible romantic adventure by New York Times bestselling author. We follow Ori Lennox, has spent her entire life preparing for her happily ever after, and now that she's graduated, she's low-key wondering what the heck is gonna hit. Her love life, her new job, her relationship with her sister, none of it is quite what she envisioned it to be. One evening, on a whim, she applies for a reality show where she'll be stranded on an island with a bunch of strangers to play a game of human chess for a shot at $1 million. So that comes out May 14th. Also already out on May 14th is The Dangerous One by Lauren Blackwood. This is the newest YA fantasy standalone novel from the author. This is a romantic historical fantasy from Lauren Blackwood set in the American Civil War with vampires and people with demigod-like abilities, set in 1863 in Pennsylvania. So I believe there's vampires involved in this one as well, so if vampire books are your thing, definitely check it out. Another one that came out on May 14th was Thirsty by Hassas Hammonds. I'm messing up. This is a YA contemporary standalone from the author of We Deserve Monuments. Comes an unflinching novel that Courtney Summers, New York Times bestselling author of Sadie's and I'm the Girl, called sensitively wrought and gorgeously written. It's the summer before college, and 18-year-old Blake Burner and her girlfriend Ella have joined the mysterious and exclusive Serena Society. The sorority promises status and lifelong connection to the network of the powerful, trailblazing woman of color. Ella's acceptance and lifelong connection. And it is a sure thing. She's the daughter of Serena alumni. So, Secret Society, YA contemporary novel. Next one that's already out on May 7th was Beastly Beauty by Jennifer Donnelly. This is another YA fantasy standalone novel. This is from the New York Times, author of a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. So don't need to say much more, except it's a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, and I have this one on hold at my library. I just haven't got around to picking my holds up yet. What I have is one that I also on hold at my library right now, and that is The Ride of Her Life by Jennifer Dugan. Jennifer Dugan is an auto-buy author for me, so I'm so excited that this comes out next Tuesday as I'm filming this. This is another adult romance novel that she has, and this one following our main character named Molly, who has always loved weddings ever since she was a little girl, and for nearly as long as she's dreamed of starting her own wedding planning company. But the dream had diminished stubbornly out of reach, and between Molly's first job as a barista, her second at a call center, and her crushing student loan, it seems farther away than ever. The absolute last thing she needs to inherit, a rundown, struggling horse barn, courtesy of her estranged late aunt. The next book that I have is already out, and I actually went to the bookstore the day of release, and so that was The Ballad of Darcy and Russell by Morgan Matson. I cannot wait to read this one. I am saving this for June for a secret video I have planned for you guys. This is Morgan Matson's newest YA contemporary novel, and as you can see, we follow two main characters, Darcy and Russell, and this one says, Darcy believes in love at first sight. She spent her whole life waiting for the perfect magical moment, but right now her life is anything but perfect. After a music festival, she's stranded at a bus station until morning, the day before she leaves for college. Her phone is dead, she has no cash, and she's convinced that nothing good can come from this night. But then she meets Russell. Russell's cute and nice, funny and kind. This is the moment and the guy she's been waiting for, and they have until sunrise to walk and talk and connect. Over the course of this one fateful night, filled with football field picnics, night swimming, and escape artist dogs, Darcy and Russell lives will change for forever. Sounds so cute. I can't wait to read a new Morgan Matson book, and honestly look forward to having this on my July TBR. Alright, did I say July? I mean June. Ugh, sick brain is here. The next one that I have, I don't know if I'm going to read this one, because it's already out in the world, and I haven't read this original series of this one. This is the first book in a new spin-off series, and that is Sweet Nightmares by Tracy Wolff. This is the first one in the Calendar Academy. I'm so sorry. I'm not going to say too much about this one, just know it's the first in a new spin-off series that is the same author who wrote Crave. The next book I do have, I got it the same day I got the Morgan Matson book, and so that is Spin of Fate by A.A. Voya. This is a first book in another YA fantasy series. I'm very excited for this one because I think this is like dragon book. It says, the back on this book says, in a ravaged wasteland, revolution dawns. Will you enter the darkness or rot in the light? And on the summary, it says, Anina's world is governed by Tornic law, a force that segregates people into upper and lower realm. It is said that if sinful lowers commit themselves to kindness and charity, their souls will lighten, allowing them into the peaceful upper realm. But Nina, one of the few lowers to ever ascend, just wants to go back home. Anina is desperate to reunite with her mother, hoping she survives the beasts and wars of her homeland alone. To find her, Anina joins a rebel group defying the authorities and bringing aid to those condemned to a life of suffering in the lower realm. Alongside Anina are two new recruits, Mezina and ruthless fighter trying to save his clan from execution. It sounds so good. I cannot wait to read this. I'm hoping to get to this in the month of May. If not, I'll definitely put this on my June TBR. The next new release that I have is another sequel, and that is The Only Light Left Burning by Eric J. Brown. This is book 2 of All That's Left in the World. I haven't read book 1 yet, so I honestly don't know why this one is on my list, but I thought maybe you guys have read this one, read the first book of this series, but this comes out May 28th, so this coming Tuesday as I'm filming this video. Another one that comes out this coming Tuesday, and I'm actually really excited for this one. I'm on hold for this one at my public library already, which is amazing. And that is Another First Chance by Robbie Crouch. This is Robbie Crouch's next YA contemporary standalone novel. This is They Both Die at the End meets You Reach Sam in this heart-stopping, speculative young adult novel that explores all the different ways love can live on after tragedy. It says it's been a year since 18-year-old River Lang best friend died in a car accident, and every day since he had to pass by the depressing billboard that appeared as a result. A texting and driving PSA that reduces Dylan to cautionary tale and River to the best friend of the dick kid at school. Dylan was so much more than a statistic, though, and River hates that everyone in town seems to have forgotten. So a book dealing with grief and car accident, so trigger warnings for those. Another book that was already out that came out on May 7th, and that is Burning Crowns by Catherine Doyle and Catherine Weber, I believe. This is the third and final installment of the Twin Crowns trilogy. I have book 1 on my May TBR. I haven't got to it yet, but I'm hoping sometimes this summer I'll start this series. So I'm not going to read the summary of this one just because it is a sequel, but just know it's probably where you guys left off in book 2. But again, I haven't read book 1 and 2, so I don't know why that's on my list as well. Oh, another one that came out on May 14th that I'm actually on hold for at the library is Blood and Fury by Tessa Granton and Justina Ireland. This is the second installment of the Chaos and Flame duology. So it says, prepare for the gripping conclusion to Chaos and Flame saga, the fast-paced, action-filled that reads like a mix of Game of Thrones and The Last Airbender from the two beloved New York Times bestselling author. This deals with dragons and enemies to lovers trope. And I just read book 1 last month in April, so hopefully I'll be doing my monthly wrap-up here soon. Oh, another one that comes out this coming Tuesday is Flawless Girls by Anna Marie McLemore. This is a YA thriller standalone novel. Sorry, I'm trying to turn the pages. I don't know. Yeah, this is the next one. This is saying the Soul Sisters are famous in polite society, and raised by their fashionable grandmother who couldn't care less which fork goes where. But their grandmothers also know the standards that the two Latina young ladies will be held to. So she secures them to covet a promising finishing school that turns out the ladies, first ladies, princesses, and societies. So we follow two different sisters in a society at a boarding school. And last but not least, second to last but not least, I have another YA fantasy standalone novel, and that one comes out May 14th. Oh my gosh, my paper. And that is A Crane Among Wolves by June Her. This is June Her, best-selling author of The Red Palace, crafts a devastating and pulse-pounding tale that will feel all too relevant in today's world, based on a true story from Korean history. It says, hope is dangerous, love is deadly. Set in 1506, Joseon, I'm so sorry for butchering the word. It states the people suffered under the cruel reign of the tyrant king Yunsan, powerless to stop him from commanding their land for his recreational use, banning and burning books and kidnapping and horrifically abusing women and girls. So definitely check trigger warnings for this. I don't know if I'll read this now that I've read the summary, so sorry y'all. And finally, with my new release, this one's already out, and I got 2 copies of this, and that is 5 Broken Blades by Mia Cortland. This is a new adult fantasy novel. It's a first in a series, and as you can see, I got this from Target, so I got the beautiful stenciled edges. It's so stunning. I love it. This is, like I said, a first in a series, and also look at these stunning end pages. Yes, please. It says, it's a season for treason. The king of Yunsan must die. The 5 most dangerous liars in the lands have been mysteriously summoned to work together for a single objective, to kill the god king Hoon. He has it coming under his merciless, immortal hand, the noble flourishing while the poor and the innocent are in prison, ruined, or sold. And now each of the 5 blades will come for him. Each has a taste bitterness from the heir hitman seeking atonement, a lovely assassin who seeks freedom, or even the prince banished for his cruel crime. None can resist the sweet, icy lure of vengeance. It sounds so good. I can't wait to read this, and I really hope this is a 5-star read for me, because like I said, I have 2 copies of this books. So there you have it. That is all the books that are coming out in the month of May. If I miss any, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to update my paper. If you guys pick any of these new releases up, let me know what you guys picked up, and I'll talk to you guys down in the comments below. And I hope you all have a great day or night or not. The choice is yours, and happy reading. Bye guys.